Alright, it says we're live. Sorry about the delay. Anybody who's out there watching, which I doubt if there is. It says there's nobody there. So if you're out there, StreamYard can't count, YouTube can't count. So if you don't say anything, we don't know you're there. And on the panel so far tonight, we have Kingpin, as usual. How are you tonight?
Not too bad. Thanks for hosting, as always. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
You're going to get an echo for a second, so I'm getting ready to start the chat.
Okay.
And I don't feel like going back to mute the StreamYard screen.
You lazy ass.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Guilty as charged.
Yeah, we were having technical issues. Having issue getting the Peacock to work with StreamYard at the same time. For some reason, those two do not like playing well together. Can't have both streaming at the same time.
I wonder when the next thing is going to come out. Like, they can't just let StreamYard have the internet. You know, another company's got to come out.
Well, there are, but they're more of a pain in the ass to use. It's not StreamYard necessarily.
Well,
it's
new YouTube.
Yeah, StreamYard integrates with YouTube, and there are other ones you can use, like OBS. You can use OBS and a few other things together to stream to YouTube as well. It's just more of a pain in the ass to set up. StreamYard's simple, easy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
There's got to be another StreamYard to come out.
Yeah. Well, the problem isn't necessarily StreamYard in and of itself, because you also got part of the issue is the browser. Because it seems like that issue only happens when I try and use Edge. If I switch over to Chrome, the issue goes away. There's no rhyme or reason to it. They're both Chromium-based browsers. They should work flawlessly. But then if I try using StreamJet, which is another Chromium-based browser, I have almost the same issue. So it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with StreamYard per se. I actually like it, but there's no competition. Like, nobody else has come along and tried to really push StreamYard off the top.
Yeah, nothing integrates as easily as what StreamYard does.
Did they go with the new name for this, or are they sticking with Backlash?
It's still Backlash.
Oh, so they decided not to make it the in memoriam of Bad Bunny show?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Bad Bunny wins, to be honest with you.
Yeah, probably. I just think they got to do it good, because you can't have Bad Bunny beat up Damian Priest and pin him. It's got to be something crazy happen.
Yeah, that's why they used the cover of it being a no DQ match.
Yeah.
Personally, there's only 2 matches I even give a shit about on the pay-per-view anyway. That's one of them. And the other is the U.S. title match. The rest of it, it's a glorified house show.
You don't care about Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar?
Not in the least. Yeah. And after last night on SmackDown, I care even less.
Yeah, I don't like Cody Rhodes. I'm not going to let Triple H force me to be a Cody Rhodes fan.
Cody's better as a heel. Honest to God, if you look at what Cody's been his best, whether it's WWE, New Japan, they were starting to go this way with AEW before his contract ran out. He's always been better as a heel. I don't get this forcing him to be the face. It doesn't work. He's not a face. He is a natural heel. It's like Bianca Belair. She is a natural heel, and they're pushing her as a babyface. And I'm sick of her. Honest to God, I'm absolutely sick of her.
Yeah. The ponytail is lame. The entrance song is lame.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked.
She's hot enough. She could be a really mean person, and people would still like her.
We've talked about the ponytail deal before. The whole reason why she had it is because she was a heel and she would use it to whip people. She used it as a weapon in her matches when the ref wasn't looking. Now she's a babyface. It's a glorified jump rope for her entrance.
Yeah. What do you think? You think Bianca Belair is going to win?
Probably, but I'd like to see EO win.
I think they're going to have Bianca win so she can get the title of longest running champion, and then the next time she defends her belt, she's going to lose.
An interesting scenario here. When EO was the NXT Women's Champion, she beat and defended that belt against Belair.
Yeah. I'm expecting a good match here. I'm not going to be happy if they phone it in, because they're both really talented.
Yes, they are. EO's not as young as she looks. She's been around for a while over in Japan before she ever signed with WWE. And then she was in NXT for quite a few years before she got called up to the main roster. She is a veteran of the ring. Her, Asuka, and Io's sister used to be have one hell of a stable over in Japan before Io and Asuka left.
Well, what about this scenario? What if Damage Control comes in and cost Io Sky the match? Mainly Bailey.
I don't think that's the storyline they're going with. Because you got Io and Dakota got a women's tag title match coming up in the near future.
Well, no. Dakota and Bailey have a tag match.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Dakota and Bailey. I said I misspoke because Io and Dakota are the former women's tag champions.
Which kind of throws a monkey wrench into my idea of, because they're not going to break up Damage Control if they've got a match waiting for the title, and I think they might even put the title on Damage Control again.
Yeah. The reports were that they're trying to redo their image. Having them have one of the single titles and the tag titles would certainly do that. Go a long way towards that process.
Yeah.
Switching them brands could help as well.
I'm looking forward to when they get away from like her outfit and her purple hair and all that dumb stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she can still be mean and nasty and a character and all that, but Harley Quinn, everybody's Harley Quinn. It's this old.
Yeah. We're talking about people and their natural tendencies. Bailey is actually a natural babyface. If you watch her entire NXT run, and when she first got called up, she's better as a babyface playing the babyface trying to catch the heel.
Yeah.
She's more of a Dusty Rhodes kind of character than what Cody is. And they're trying to put Cody in that Dusty Rhodes role, and it doesn't work with him.
Well, I agree, and one of the things that it's kind of weird that you mentioned that, because I was thinking while you were talking about it, like when you watch Bailey's talk and you see the way her mouth is shaped and her dimples and stuff, she can't pull off being a mean, nasty chick because she's just got that adorable little
Mm-hmm.
Like Dusty Rose. Like Dusty Rose had that going, like in the list that he talked with.
Uh-huh.
You know, those kind of small little things. And Bailey's got the dimples and the way she almost looks like she's eternally 25 years old.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, when Bailey was in NXT, her mentor down there was Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah. Nice.
She was one of the ones that they called Dusty's kids.
I can't tell if the top seats are sold out, but there's a lot of people up there.
If this is like NXT. If this is like SmackDown last night, SmackDown was sold the hell out.
SmackDown was live last night. Like, the crowd was crazy.
Uh-huh.
Have you been paying attention to Dominic Mysterio?
Oh, God, I can't stand him.
It's spread. I think, like, the entire WWE universe has got their mind set on every time he opens his mouth, scream as loud as you can so they can't.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, it was last week on SmackDown. Yeah, every time he tried saying "mommy," the crowd would just boo louder.
Louder and louder, yeah.
It wasn't so bad this week, but last week, man, he couldn't hear him over the crowd, and he had a microphone in his hand. So, did you hear the latest news? WWE had a chance to do a show in Wembley Stadium, and they turned it down.
Bianca lost a big bunch of her hair.
Yeah, I saw that.
Why would they turn it down?
I don't know. Something about they didn't know if they would be able to sell out the arena. Meanwhile, AEW is on the verge of doing that. Have you seen the sales numbers for All In?
Dude, AEW is almost sold out, and they haven't even started pre-selling tickets yet.
Oh no, they have the pre-sales over. They just started today, I believe. The regular sales started. The pre-sale they sold over 50,000 tickets. The stadium holds 90,000. That's an insane pre-sale.
I thought that they had a pre-sale.
You had to register for the pre-sale, okay. and then once the pre-sale opened, you got a chance to buy your tickets.
Well,
they had
30,000 people signed up for the pre-sale.
On the first day of it, yeah. First day of the registration for the pre-sale, 35,000 signed up. They had something like 60,000 signed up for the pre-sale, and they sold like 50,000. Actually, sold 50,000 tickets during the pre-sale. That's an insane amount.
Jason's in the back.
Is he? I didn't hear the ding thing.
I didn't either.
Hey, Jason.
Hey guys, I gotta hop out. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I gotta run down the street and pick my dinner order up.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be right back. Leave me in.
All right. Wonder how long has he been back here?
I don't know. He just sent me a text, so only a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
8:13. So it was a minute and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, I did not get the ding. That, or whatever you want to call that little sound that StreamYard makes.
We've been talking the whole time, so.
Well, you still should have been able to hear that bloop or whatever. That sound StreamYard makes. We should have heard it. It's weird. So who you got, the Bloodline or Sammy, KO, and Riddle?
I don't go the same way it always goes. Yeah, I don't know actually, because this might be the situation where uh, Solo finally turns on the brothers or Paul
Mm-hmm.
Heyman.
Yeah, the Solo. I'll carry my end. You better carry yours. And
Yeah.
then walks off. And Jimmy's like, "You had to say something."
Well, the Jay don't trust him.
No,
Like you can
Jay
tell.
don't trust anybody except his brother.
Uh,
Well, his twin brother, I should say, because
yeah.
Solo's his brother too. So can't just specify. It doesn't trust anybody but his brother anymore.
I don't know. I'd like to see the Bloodline win, but I want a clean match. Any all like even this match right here. I just want a clean match. I'm really fed up with people coming out of the stands and the referee cheating and all this other kind. Like I just want to see a clean match.
The only way they're gonna have cheating in that match, pretty much, as far as somebody interfering, is if it's gonna be Heyman, because I don't think Roman's in Puerto Rico
Oh
the way they've
shit!
been talking.
Damn.
Oh, she land on her face?
Yeah, yeah. Bianca was holding her up with one arm and couldn't complete the slam.
Yeah.
Your boy, the new Mexican guy that you were talking about on AEW, the little strong guy.
Bandito?
I guess, yeah, you said he's real strong.
Yeah.
He was doing that to somebody the other day, one hand slamming somebody.
Yeah, he does that all the time, and then he does that suplex reel. He'll hold people up in the air and just count. I've seen him do that for a minute, counting the whole time to somebody before. And not some little guy either.
No. Yeah, I think he owes Bianca a receipt.
Is her nose bleed?
That's what I was looking for to see if she was bleeding.
Couldn't tell from that camera angle. No, it doesn't look good.
Apparently, they're back on no blood in the WWE.
Not intentionally, no blading, but if it's accidental. But they're not allowed to take pictures of injuries.
You know who else? You know, Brock Lesnar. Watch Brock Lesnar tonight and see if he don't punch Cody Rhodes in the mouth once. Because on SmackDown or whatever the other day when Cody Rhodes came out and swung at Brock, if
Uh
you
huh.
looked, he cut his nose.
Mm-hmm.
He got a big cut on his nose. And apparently Brock is not really shy about
No,
repaying.
he's not. Ask Bob Holly.
The thing that Brock Lesnar's got behind him is he could probably beat everybody's ass in the WWE universe, like in real life.
Mm-hmm. The only person throughout Brock's career that he would have a hard time beating if they got into an actual fight was Kurt Angle.
Yeah, because Kurt knows how to fight.
Yeah. They, from everything I've heard, the two of them just, I guess, for the hell of it, decided to do an actual Greco-Roman type match against each other backstage, where just them and the other guys standing around, and the two of them decided to do this backstage, and apparently Angle mopped the floor with them.
Yeah, apparently they are. Kurt Angle says that they're actually quite good friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they weren't doing it because to
No, I mean
beat
like
each other up or anything like that.
yeah, but WWE is a big company. Brock Lesnar probably has enough friends, but he said that they were actually quite good friends and they're pretty close, and mainly because of the collegiate wrestling background.
Yeah. Same with Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin's really good friends with him too. Him and Brock Lesnar were on the wrestling team together at Minnesota. So. Brock and Shelton Benjamin have known each other for years before either one of them was ever in WWE.
Is it still a disqualification if you throw somebody over the top rope?
No, that was never a rule in WWE. That rule kind of went away in the late 80s, honestly. Yeah. I think World Class were the last ones to have that as a rule.
It sounds like the crowd's kind of pro EO tonight. There's a lot of EO chants going on. Well, now they're saying "Holy shit."
Yeah, but Puerto Rico, they probably get a lot more of the international wrestling scene down there than what you do in the U.S. Yeah. Her mouth's bleeding.
Yeah, she probably bit her lip or whatever when she hit the mat.
Yeah. Well, I would be surprised if she wasn't bleeding. I mean, you can see a little bit on her teeth.
Yeah, I'm surprised that she's conscious. She's hit her face first.
Anyway, Puerto Rico, they probably get a lot more of the Japanese women's wrestling than what people here in the States get. Because, you know what I mean? Because they don't have the WWE and AEW going down there all the time like here in the U.S. So they probably watch a lot more of the international stuff too. So they probably have more of a background on EO than what some WWE fans would. You know what I mean?
I imagine that they probably got a lot of satellite, not much like cable television.
Right.
The whole match I've been wanting to say Bianca Belair needs to get in the gym. And I think I owe Bianca Belair 2 apologies. Because the one-handed body slam, and then that right there that took a lot of strength.
But she did botch the one-hand body slam.
Yeah, true. One of the things I like that Bianca needs to do is keep the tattoos off her body. Like, I'm glad that she's not got tattoos all over her upper body.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she could tattoo some boobs on, that would be helpful.
What the hell are they wearing? What is... It's like Bailey forgot half her outfit at the tailor's or something.
Maybe like if Bianca loses because of her ponytail, then she'll be like, I'm cutting this thing off and getting my championship back.
What in the world is going on here? Bianca's lost more hair.
Yeah. That's great. Oh, that's good. Oh, Bailey's holding her hair. This place. His poor face.
Oh man, her face again. Come on.
maybe that's the way. Maybe Io Sky will just leave Damage Control instead of them all breaking up. Yeah, I kind of figured that they were going to give her that. But I still think she might lose her next bout, and it might even be to Io.
Mm-hmm. It's not really a record-setting reign, though. If you, it's got a long way to go to catch Moolah.
Yeah, I think that's why they threw that modern era term on her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, if they'd have put the title on Andre the Giant, he'd have been the
They did.
champion for 50 decades. Well, I'm
They
talking
did.
about before the end of it. Yeah, but that was the end of his career. You know?
Well, I get that in my face. I was going to say they did, but then he sold it to Ted DiBiase.
Yeah. But, 1970, you put the title on Andre the Giant. He's not going to give it up until the day he retires.
No, he never wanted it.
Right.
And he was a spectacle, I guess you could say, because he never completely signed with one promotion. He would sign on a by the job deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Contractor.
Well, no, he would sign not contracted. He would sign to do this show with this company, and then he would sign to go do this show with this company, and then he would go sign to do this show with that company, other company. Or he might sign for like a couple months at a time, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
He never signed a long-term deal with anybody until later in his career with WWE. By the time when him and Hogan were feuding. And he made a lot of money in his career doing that too.
I don't know.
Now, there was nobody his size at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jeez.
And if you look at him when he was younger in his career, he wasn't as heavy as he was when he got older either.
Think about this. Think about what if you put Shaquille O'Neal in Wilt Chamberlain's spot? Just you take the Shaquille O'Neal from his career and take him back into the past and let him be Wilt Chamberlain. He scores 200 points a night, every night. Yeah,
I don't know. He couldn't shoot a free throw to save his life.
He wouldn't have to because you're also back then. By the time you fouled, everybody on the team's got 5 fouls, so I'm here standing on the court by myself anyway. But he was so much more athletic than Wilt Chamberlain.
Chamberlain wasn't no slouch, man.
No, not at all. But he wasn't an athlete like there's no way. I mean, he's not even comparable to the athleticism that Shaquille O'Neal has.
No.
And diet and training and
Right.
all the comforts of the future life that Shaquille O'Neal had that Wilt Chamberlain didn't.
I still don't get the point of this match.
I don't either. It was just like it was just thrown at us for some reason. They say there's a backstory, but where was it?
The backstory is that Seth is so good, so Omos wants to kill him. That's essentially the story that they're telling.
Wow.
MVP pretty much came out and said it. I think it was on Raw this week or the week before. I love how they're supposed to show the backstory behind the match, and instead we get commercials.
Yeah. I'm going to order a pizza real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. What the hell? Okay, that commercial was completely inappropriate. Holy sweet Jesus. If you're out there watching on Peacock, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not watching on Peacock, if you're like overseas and you're watching on one of the other services, here in the U.S., we just had a commercial for Jack Link's Beef Jerky where a guy grows a Bigfoot out of his back while he's taking a piss, and the Bigfoot starts taking a piss all the way across the restroom and breaks the urinal. It did not make me want to go out and buy beef jerky. Paramount Plus advertising on the competitor. Makes perfect sense.
I'm back.
I guess they figured we didn't need the backstory for this match because there isn't one.
I told Vince is listening, and he just heard you explain it to everybody. So he was like, "Oh, Rich took care of it. I'm bored."
The Jack Link's Beef Jerky, the commercial that they showed after you left, does not make me want Jack Link's Beef Jerky.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it, but I wasn't watching it.
That makes no sense whatsoever, that commercial, at all. It's like, what the hell? Dude literally grew a Bigfoot out of his back. And then the Bigfoot starts taking a piss and destroys the urinal all the way across the restroom. It's like, what the hell?
What do you think Jason got for dinner?
I don't know. Sub, pizza, I don't know.
I want to say he probably got either like a chicken tender package, like chicken tenders and fries, or he got like a cheesesteak.
We had chicken tenders and some flavor pasta, which really didn't have much flavor to it. The chicken tenders were good, though. They're the ones that come in that big cardboard box from Sam's Club.
Right on, yeah.
Those are pretty good.
There's no reason Seth Rollins should weigh 100 pounds more than me.
What was that?
Seth Rollins weighs almost 100 pounds more than me. I'm 150. He's 225. That's not fair. That's not right.
Well, he's probably more muscle, too. Muscle weighs more.
I bet my body fat's a whole lot smaller than his. My muscle tone is definitely better.
Seth doesn't have much fat on him.
Yeah, but I don't have any. That's why I only weigh 150 pounds.
Yeah. You weigh 100 pounds less than I do.
Man. Like, there's no reason I couldn't weigh 200 pounds. This is bullshit.
When I started playing football in high school, I was underweight. My doctor put me on a milkshake diet to put weight on. That was the second time I was put on a milkshake diet. When I was like 12 years old, I had gotten a staph infection in my bladder because of the issues that we've talked about before. And I was losing weight so bad while I was in the hospital, the doctor I was seeing then, the specialist that I was seeing, put me on a milkshake diet while I was in the hospital. I spent from the end of February to the beginning of April in the hospital, including my 12th birthday.
Wow, that sucks.
I was on IV antibiotics the whole time. That was fun.
Is the crowd still singing a song?
Yes, they are.
And speaking of, Chris Jericho has got to be the most over person ever. He comes out and beats Britt Baker to death, and they're still singing this song.
Uh-huh.
And he came out the other day with the black Britt Baker T-shirt on with the black eye.
Mm-hmm.
And they were still singing this song.
Oh, the best one is when he comes out and he's pissed off. He tells him, stop playing my song, and the crowd still keeps singing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody that's an AEW fan knows at least the first two verses of Judas at this point.
Mm-hmm. Look at Omos showing some character, doing the sing. Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
They got a gold mine right there, dude. This Omos guy.
Oh yeah.
Man, they got a gold mine. He's getting better and better.
Yeah.
All right, boys, I'm back.
Okay.
What'd you get, Jeff?
Cultaholic. You want to know how over Omos is real quick before Jason tells us what he got? Cultaholic, the wrestling channel on YouTube over in UK, has started calling Omos fans Homo sapiens.
What'd you
I
get,
got
Jason?
a large Italian sub, order of plain hot wings, and a salad.
Nice.
Well, I guess we were both right, Kingpin. I said a sub and you said chicken.
Yeah.
Normally that knocks people down.
Speaking of Giovanni Daniels, the guy from the Blackpool Combat Club, he saved people's lives a couple of times in the ring. One of them, a guy was coming to dive over the top rope and splash on him, and he hit the top rope, so he was basically spiking right into the ground, and the dude Giovanni just grabbed him out of the middle of the air.
You mean Claudio Castagnoli?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, Giovanni is he was on SmackDown last night.
Yeah,
He's one of the guys in the Imperium.
He just threw him in over the top rope.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I guess Jason hasn't seen many Andre the Giant matches where he used to do that all the time. We were just talking about Andre the Giant, so I had to throw that out there. Yeah, Claudio is supposed to be one of the nicest guys backstage and everything that you'd want to meet in wrestling. I haven't heard anybody have anything bad to say about that guy. He goes, oh, good.
I was just wondering, why did Seth Rollins think he would want to get in the ring with this dude?
He was told to. But, yeah, everybody says Claudio's like super nice guy and everything.
Well, they had it was a montage of like 20 or something like that times that wrestlers almost died in the ring or whatever, and 3 of them had Claudio saving people's lives, like basically just catching them out of the middle of the air where they were gonna fall on something and really get hurt.
Yeah, he's really good about making sure he gets in the way so people don't get hurt when they're doing their diving moves and stuff. He's not only is he supposed to be one of the nicest guys in the business, he's also one of the safest guys to work with for that reason.
The one guy that went over the top rope and got caught on the ropes was headed for death.
Oh, he can't do this.
A pedigree? Why couldn't he do a pedigree?
Because Omos is going to beat his ass, that's why.
I think Jason thought he was going for some kind of pick him up maneuver. He was just going to put his head between his knees, grab his arms, and then jump up and boom, slam Omos' head into the ground. He wasn't picking him up. I'm just waiting to see if he tries
the leg.
Yeah. I'm just waiting to see if Seth goes for the superplex into the Falcon Arrow combo. There ain't no way he's going to pull that off. I'm just waiting to see if he gets so discombobulated that he tries it. Back like when Randy Savage in the Royal Rumble was so beat up he tried pinning Yokozuna in the Royal Rumble. Yokozuna kicked out so hard he threw Savage over the top rope by kicking out. Kind of like how Omos almost threw Seth out of the ring there.
I think if Seth Rollins wins this match, this will probably be the last match Omos loses.
Omos loses to everybody. That's the problem.
That's what I'm figuring is they can't keep pushing him as being this unbelievable monster and then he keep getting beat.
Yeah. Well, you saw the match between Omos and Lesnar at WrestleMania. I gave that a low score because I had just seen that match between Omos and Braun Strowman where Omos was dominating the whole match and then the other guy gets 2 moves in and wins. At least here, Omos is showing some weakness against Rollins. It's not him dominating and then the other guy getting lucky and winning at the end.
Well, Seth's going to be chopping on him till 10 o'clock if he thinks he's going to beat him.
Yeah, that didn't go well. I think it's the first time I've ever seen somebody block the stomp like that. Even Lesnar didn't do that.
That's what Omos needs, a good finishing move.
What is his finishing move?
I would guess like just the choke slam, like he just did, but he's got to come up with something creative. It can still be a choke slam, but it's got to be a little bit different.
Hey, it worked for Kane and The Undertaker and Big Show
30 years ago. They got to come up with something new.
Seriously, Seth is getting more offense in than Brock Lesnar did. What's wrong with that picture? Good Lord, Omos is on his knees and he's still almost as tall as Seth.
Come on, Seth, you can do it, brother. Put his ass night-night. Choke the shit out of him. don't get your back broke at the same time.
Yeah, you only got one, man. Oh, hell, before you got here, Bianca Belair was trying her damnedest to break Io Sky's face.
Oh, they had a match, did they? I missed it.
Yeah.
This Chinese girl, Bianca Belair, had her in a two-handed, like, above the head power press body slam thing. And then she let go because one arm she was pretending was hurt. And she was holding this girl up with one arm for 5-6 seconds. And when she went to go slam her, she lost her strength, and Io Sky landed right on her face.
Yep, dumped her right on her face.
Then a couple minutes later, Io was jumping, doing a backflip off the top rope, and Bianca moved, and bam, right on her face. And then Bianca's finishing move is she slams you on your face.
And by the way, she's Japanese, not Chinese.
Well, I mean, I would say same thing, but I actually prefer the Japanese over the Chinese communists.
You call it Japanese Chinese, and they'll kick your ass. The Chinese and the Japanese do not like each other.
They're all Mexican, so it doesn't really matter.
No, you said that was the case between Mexicans and Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, but that's when all non-Mies are Mexican.
No, they're OTMs.
Yeah, I think the Philippines and the Thais are cuter looking girls.
You ever seen Born in East LA? You should know what an OTM is, if you have.
I've seen it, but I was...
Other than Mexican.
Oh, yeah.
Rollins won.
Hell yeah.
Rollins got more offense in than freaking Brock Lesnar or Braun Strowman against Omos. Let that sink in, everybody.
I think it was a fairly decent match, though.
Seth freaking Rollins, buddy.
That was Omos's best match because he was actually selling shit.
Yeah.
That was a good match for Seth freaking Rollins, too. I like Seth, but I thought this dude was going to beat him up all night. But look at this.
Seth is extremely talented. There's no question how talented Seth is. This match showed how much Omos has grown since we first watched him.
Oh yeah, he did a lot more. This might have been the best match I ever seen him in.
I think this is the last match Omos loses.
Possibly. They're going to have to, like we were talking earlier, they got to put him on a run, or there's no point. I mean, the whole reason they kept him as a free agent so that they can move him back and forth.
Yeah.
As some kind of big threat to everybody.
Yeah.
If they're going to have him lose every match, granted, the three guys that have beat him that were any good are former world champions. One's Braun Strowman, one's Brock Lesnar, the most decorated combat athlete ever, and the other is Seth freaking Rollins.
Well, man, Seth freaking Rollins looks like Jesus. You can't have Jesus lose some big gorilla monster like that.
Yeah, music commercials.
Okay, there. Commercials muted.
I wonder, later tonight, you figure this will end at what, midnight?
Probably
Seth Rollins will get back to the hotel around 2 a.m., hop in the shower, get ready to take a nap before he leaves. Imagine how it feels to be sitting there at your breakfast table having a bowl of Cheerios, reading a newspaper, and then just thinking, 75,000 people were singing my song last night. And they did it for 10 minutes in a row.
Uh-huh.
That's gotta be.
Now, where is Raw going to be on Monday? Is Raw going to be in Puerto Rico? Or are they going back stateside for Raw? I know SmackDown was in Puerto Rico last night.
Yeah, I don't know. AEW was in Baltimore.
Yeah, I know. I could have got tickets for that. But I didn't know until earlier that day. They didn't put them up until earlier that day. It was like, shit, way too late a notice.
Look how nice Puerto Rico looks, man. See that?
Only the touristy parts.
Yeah, Puerto Rico is actually pretty nice. I've been over pretty much the whole island. I've been there 3 times, and it's actually pretty nice.
Have you been there since the hurricane?
No. It's
Only the touristy parts look really nice.
2003 was probably the last time I was there.
Yeah. My wife.
2001, 2002,
Yeah.
2003.
One of Amy's friends from high school works for FEMA, and she went over there as part of the cleanup. There is a lot of Puerto Rico that is a mess still from the hurricane that went through there.
I mean, the Democrats.
Mm.
So what is Bad Bunny like a rapper, or is he like a pop star, or what?
Both. He does some rap, some pop, some like soul kind of stuff. His music's actually not bad. I just don't know what the hell he's saying because it's Spanish, most of it.
He doesn't sing in English?
Some of it, he's not the best English speaker, so most of it's in Spanish.
Yeah.
But the music and stuff's pretty decent. It's not he's not bad. And granted, remember, I'm not into that kind of music, and I'm telling you, so if I'm saying it's not bad, take it for what it's worth.
Hey man, real quick, let me tell you a racial story. It's just, I thought it was funny all day long. I was working with my little Mexican buddy, and I was called something I've never been called before. I was called white people. It was funnier now. So like I kept telling my worker, I said, "Hey Rosie," I said, "use my peoples and shit." And he kept laughing, and like he'd be like, something's all fucked up, walls crooked or whatever, and I look at, I'd be, "Fucking white people, man, don't do no good work and shit." And he like, "Nah, fucking lazy stuff." He said, "The work is ugly." Kept calling me white people, man. I was like, as soon as he said it, I was like, "What do you mean, white peoples?" And he was all like, "Oh, like white peoples is so nice, you know what I mean?"
Man, I still think that representative from Texas looks like he could be Lashley's brother. Remember I showed you guys the picture last week?
Man, that dude's back looks like a dented up car.
Yeah. All right, who you got, Bronson or Bobby?
I'd like to see Bronson win, to be honest.
Yeah. He'll probably do something stupid like another double count out or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a triple threat, so there are no countouts.
Oh, that's right. This is for the title.
Yeah, it's for the U.S. title. This dude is insanely.
Food away.
This dude is insanely athletic for somebody his size. Talking about athletic people, big athletic guys.
And I like his character. He's just a big bad dude. Like he doesn't have to have like this gimmick that goes on. And I don't mind the gimmicks. He doesn't need one.
When he got cut and he went over to New Japan, dude can do a standing fucking moonsault. As big as he is. I don't know why it did that. I did not touch it. Peacock's gonna peacock, I guess. Yeah, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I would not want to be the one laying on the ring when Bronson Reed does his tsunami.
No.
Hey, no way in hell I'm letting that guy jump on me. No. Guy that size should not be jumping off the top rope on anybody.
No.
Dude's like 400 pounds, for God's sake. Remember back in the day when guys that size would just would walk around the ring because they all made it look like they couldn't run and stuff.
Yeah, like the King Kong Bundys of the world.
King Kong Bundy, Earthquake, Tugboat.
Yeah, it does remind you of Tugboat a little bit.
Except he's a hell of a lot more athletic and doesn't trip over his own 2 feet while wearing a sparkled up Stormtrooper helmet. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Yeah,
Debut of the Shockmaster in WCW. For weeks they had been talking about this dude, the Shockmaster, and doing all these little vignettes and stuff. He's supposed to go out to the one pay-per-view and help Sting, Luger, and I forget who else was on their team. I think it was against the Four Horsemen. And he comes out to make his debut, and he's supposed to smash through this wall of a fake house, right? He smashes the partial of the wall, goes to step over, trips, falls flat on his face, and his sparkled up Stormtrooper helmet goes rolling down the aisle. Fell flat on his damn face.
Jeez.
That was a pretty good move there, man. He threw the one dude into the big guy, and the big guy like grabbed him to stop him, and then he clotheslined both of them. So he clotheslined one, and the other one got like a DDT type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who you gonna pick, Jason?
I'll probably go Bobby Lashley on this one. Oh, is this for this dude's title?
Yeah, it's for the U.S. title.
Okay, well then that dude will keep his title.
I could see them putting the title on Bobby Lashley. I don't really see him giving Bronson Reed the title right now. But I could also see Austin keeping the belt.
Ooh. And that wasn't just like the old style jump. He ran and then jumped. Going back to what we were talking about with the old days. The old days, he would just walked up to him, jumped up in the air, and just landed on him.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work with a dude big like that. What's that dude's name there?
Bronson
Reed.
Bronson Reed. He's a big dude like him. He lived in a mobile home trailer. Like you know what I mean? Like a trailer, like you take the wheels off of it. You know what I mean? A trailer house.
Yeah.
You know, it was one very big. Him and his son was same size as him, and you know, he drank every night. He came home drunk and fell through the front door and went through the floor.
Oh God!
Wow.
I don't know if you want to be doing that there, Mr. Theory. And that's why.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to last long.
No. Well, when he started poking him in the forehead, I mean...
Man, it's big dudes like that is why 9mm ain't big enough.
Yeah.
They should make Bronson Reed and Otis and tag team. They could be the new Natural Disasters.
Yeah, but they'd actually be good. That's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, how many big guys can you name from the past that would throw a super kick like that?
Yo. I thought he was going to do a moonsault.
I've seen him do moonsaults. It wouldn't surprise me if he did.
Gee.
Bam Bam Bigelow was a big, agile guy, and he's got nothing on Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All
I think there's a
for
tsunami
roast.
inbound to Puerto Rico.
Austin Theory is still there.
Yeah. Theory just saved the whole island of Puerto Rico from a tsunami.
Earthquake.
Well, earthquakes cause tsunamis, so.
Well, I mean, you know, Guam already tipped over because all the Marines got on the one side.
Yeah, right. Bronson Reed comes off that top rope in Puerto Rico. He's going to sink the whole goddamn island. It's not going to flip over. It's just going to sink. It's going to be another Atlantis. Oh, there goes the tsunami. Oh, landed on his head, too. Lashley probably don't know where he's at right now.
He's a little thinner. A little flatter.
I mean, he lands on Lashley's head. What?
Slide him under the door.
Boom! Right on Lashley's face. What's with people hitting people and actually try to take people's faces and flatten them tonight?
Yeah, the faces are in trouble. Don't forget, Cody Rhodes gets a punch in the mouth from Brock Lesnar too.
Yeah, probably. Why do you think Brock's got that smile on his face every time Cody starts going off? He's like, I'm going to kick your ass on Saturday. Does he actually think he's going to get read up?
Oh, jeez.
Austin Theory ain't no joke, man. That dude's got nothing but muscles.
Yeah, but Reed wasn't hurt bad enough for him to be thinking he was going to be able to.
Just as far as being able to pick him up on the shoulders, I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Squatting 400 pounds ain't easy.
No.
There's your
keep that in mind when you consider the fact that John Cena carried Big Show and Edge on his shoulders at the same time.
You know what? I'm very happy with the turnout. It was a clean match. Everybody fought really well. Austin had to actually fight to win the match.
For a WWE triple threat match, there were no weapons or anything used, which is odd for a triple threat match because that's one of the stipulations of triple threat is that it's no DQ. Nobody cheated.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking for is a clean match. And Austin actually earned his victory.
Nobody tried staying out of the ring. All three of them stayed in the ring the majority of the match.
I think that might be one of the last losses that Bronson Reed gets in a while, too.
Well, losing in a triple threat, one of the reasons why they do triple threats because it doesn't really hurt anybody because of the way triple threat rules work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bobby Lashley ain't won one in a while either, has he?
Hey, it's Big E. Yeah, I'm with Bobby on that one. I don't think it's going to spill onto the crowd. That's not Brock's style. Oh, yes, it's the next one. Clash of Champions, Night of Champions. That is a pretty belt. World Heavyweight Championship.
What do they mean? They're gonna crown a new champion? Ain't Roman
They
champion?
when they did the draft, Triple H came out and said Roman is going to be exclusive to whatever brand drafts him, and they are going to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion.
So they vacated his championship.
Essentially,
That sucks.
the one half of it anyway. But they're still calling him the undisputed Universal Champion. But and they came out with a new title. It's kind of like a combination of the old big gold belt and the newer style belts with the big WWE logo on the front. It's really a good looking belt. Let's see if I can find a picture. Oh, is this that Jack Link's commercial?
Damn.
And I can't spell. Mainly because my fingers are too big. Come on. Wow. God. I want a picture, you stupid idiot. It's not a video. Stupid Chrome. God damn it, it closed the tab. Can they not leave songs alone?
Yeah.
They ruin every song anymore. Jason, look over on the chat one, the chat window, real quick. There's what the new World Heavyweight title looks like. You there, Jason? I guess he's not there. Or he's too busy eating.
They need to show like detailed pictures of it so you can see all the carvings around the big W.
Yeah, it's got like a lion on each side of it, crown above it. But it's a really pretty belt.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I like how they kept the custom side plates on it too. But it's a definite fusion of classic and new.
This match better be like 10 seconds long.
You don't think Selena has a chance after watching SmackDown? I don't either. If Selena gets any offense in, it's because she's of Puerto Rican descent and they're in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
somebody holding up an Asuka sign. I don't even think she's on the card tonight, is she?
I don't think so.
What do you think about Bad Bunny joining the LWO last night?
They're all racist because La Raza means the race, and that's racism. It's a pretty nice little outfit, though. I don't know how I feel about dragging a flag all over the floor.
Yeah, shouldn't be dragging the flag on the floor. They know she's not but 5 foot nothing. They should have made the flag a little shorter.
Yeah. The Mexicans don't care about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it ain't our flag. What's the big deal?
Yeah, it partially is, man. Puerto Rico's part of the United States.
Territory. You know, my shed and junk pile out back's technically part of my house. It doesn't mean I'm proud of it.
I'd rather have Puerto Rico than California.
Yeah. Too bad her husband couldn't be there.
Was that Eddie Guerrero's wife?
No. She's married to Mordecai Black.
How come there's only 3 women in there?
Yes, from the House of Black, yes.
Jason was saying something.
Yeah, what did you say, Jason?
Why is there only 3 women in the ring?
Watched my video earlier.
Oh, I commented.
Oh, I forgot to watch it, man. I was working when I had to notice.
I probably pissed some people off, but I commented.
I saw you stand with the rainbows.
Completely.
I got a feeling that's sarcastic, right?
Man, wait till you see the video. And if you can refute any of the arguments that the key person in the video made, then you're a better man than me.
I don't think there was an argument made, to be honest. I didn't know screaming was an argument, but okay. By the way, the gays, they culturally appropriated the rainbow.
Yeah. So did the black people.
Hey,
Rich. They culturally appropriated it from a bunch of Hawaiians.
Hey, Rich, you know why the gays like the rainbow?
They like Skittles? I don't know.
Nah, they like a rainbow because it goes down twice.
The one sign said, "If Priest wins, we riot."
Do they not know he's from Puerto Rico?
No riot signs.
I guess they didn't get the memo that Damian Priest is from Puerto Rico too.
They're from those dudes grew up like across the street from each other.
Yeah, they've known each other for years apparently. So, did you see the picture of the belt, Jason?
Nope.
Okay, go over to the other tab where the chat is, where the one we're chatting on.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
See, we're talking about how it's got like a fusion of the old and new.
Yeah, that looks pretty nice, distinguished. It's what a belt should look like. Instead of like a fucking hood ornament or whatever. Wonder Woman signal.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
Oh man, I know. I was just telling you about how Zelina Vega is married to Mordecai Black from the House of Black. Rhea is engaged to Murphy, or not Murphy. What the hell's his name now? Matthews, the other guy in the House of Black. So there's a House of Black connection with both of the participants in the match. Buddy Matthews, that's who I was trying to think of his name. Yeah. The Australian guy in House of Black.
Ripley Down Under.
Well, hell, she's from Australia too.
Professional wrestling is swamped with British and Australian wrestlers.
Yep.
I was shocked that you start hearing these people cut promos, and you're like, wait a minute, you're one of them too?
Mm-hmm. The current tag team champions over in New Japan are a couple of Australian guys.
Pretty Deadly got called up.
Yeah. They were called up, what, SmackDown?
I think so. Yeah, and it's official. Braun Breaker got screwed over because Rick Steiner doesn't like the trannies. Well, apparently it's not even that deep. Apparently Rick Steiner criticized a tranny at some point in time during his career, and they all flipped out about it.
Yeah, well, the Briscoes got screwed over before Jay Briscoe died because Jay had said something years ago about homosexuals, and so Tony Khan didn't want to sign him to a contract. And then right after Tony Khan finally caves and signs them, Jay Briscoe dies in the automobile accident. The good news there is his daughters are supposed to be doing really well with their rehab and everything, which is good news. Ooh, heard that one. That was a thump right there.
Right now, I think Damian Priest is the best at that. Because there's been like 2 or 3 times recently where he's dove into that corner and he hits it, and it's like the loudest thing in the stadium.
Yeah, but that sounded like a thump, like she hit hard.
Well, it wasn't actually ran into it. He just slaps it.
Yeah. It wasn't that slap and make it sound loud. That was a solid thump when she just hit it.
Uh-oh, 619.
But if she's not from San Diego, is it really a 619?
I'm not too sure what the area code in Puerto Rico is.
She's from Brooklyn, actually. Ain't sure what that is either. Was it 212 or something like that for New York City? Get up, you idiot. We're going to lay here and cry instead. Gotta give him time to get those replays in, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Night, night.
Well, damn.
So how do you think they're going to handle this women's championship scenario? Because you got the SmackDown Women's Championship on Raw and the Raw Women's Championship on SmackDown now. They're just going to make them trade belts?
I don't really see him having much other than that to do. They can't have Rhea Ripley lose a title this fast. Not as much as they've been working her up and as much as the people wanted her to be the hot champion.
And now she's going to cry because she lost in Puerto Rico.
Ultimately, it was a nice thing that WWE did. Give her a main event. Good for her.
Oh, I don't know if you heard or not. You ain't gonna be seeing Carmella for a while.
Why is that?
Carmella is pregnant with Corey Graves' child.
So that's why she was sick.
Uh-huh.
Because she had left because she had some type of virus or stomach flu or something. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think you should be wrestling if you're pregnant. No.
Yeah. So yeah, she's gonna be taking some time off. Which they've been trying since they got married, but she had a couple of miscarriages. So Pat McAfee and his wife just had their first kid. His wife had a little girl.
Damn it, man. I mean, how old do I gotta get before Stallone and fucking Schwarzenegger start making movies and shit? God.
Shit, man, with the deep fake thing, that they'll be making movies long after they're dead.
You seen that commercial for like a bank or something? And John Cena is like singing in the street like Mary Poppins and shit.
No, I can't say I have.
Sadly, I can say I have. Matter of fact, I've seen it 100 times.
It's some kind of bank or something in it. Credit card. It's a credit card thing, and it's bad. It's terrible. It's
It
bad
might
enough
be
we got
that.
to deal with John Cena. It's bad enough when he's on commercial.
It might be that Experian thing. Remember when he was running around with the big purple cow? Because it's something about paying your rent and
Oh
earning
yeah,
credit.
credit score. Yeah.
Oh hell. Biden's gonna fuck everybody's mortgages and shit to hell anyway, so. If your credit report's over 650, you gotta pay more for your mortgage thanks to Joe Biden. But that's a tomorrow night topic.
Just wait till China buys up our house mortgages, or is the the financial backbone to our house mortgages and shit.
What is with these commercials where people are growing Bigfoots out of their backs? It's just creepy. It's not. It doesn't make me want beef jerky.
2023, Rich, is the year of the Sasquatch, year of the Yeti.
Uh-huh.
No, to answer both your questions, the reason that all of this, the mortgages are all screwed up and people are making terrible commercials is because we're screwed.
Yeah.
I think this has been the longest commercial break. The halftime show, it's commercials. I think they're back. So they said this is the first match of a double main event. It's only 9:30. This could be over by 10:30.
You know how amazing? I would be thrilled if this was over at 10:30, 11 o'clock.
It's what, 5 matches? 6 matches?
Bianca Belair, Austin Theory,
Uh-huh.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. And then the women's championship match we just watched.
That's 4 matches right there.
Yeah. If this is the first of a double main event, there's only 2 matches left. It's only 6 matches. That's a short pay-per-view.
Yeah, this one seems kind of forced. But I don't know if they've always done a Backlash like a month after WrestleMania. I don't know.
When they've done Backlash, it's been after WrestleMania, if I remember right. But Backlash has been around for a long time.
See, don't do this, Priest. Bad Bunny should have learned his lessons. Don't put your hands on my boy. Yeah, I let you slide interfering during WrestleMania during the match. But now you've actually went and hit my boy. So now you got to pay. And see, one of the things I like about the way he's carrying it is when Bad Bunny's music comes on, or the LWO come out, the Judgment Day don't get all scared and wide-eyed. You know, Damian Priest stands in the middle of the ring. He's like, "Come on out here if you want to get beat up. That's fine."
Think Triple H has any idea what the hell the two of them were saying?
No.
How about Damian Priest? Not Damian Priest. Bad Bunny throwing that expensive ass jacket out into the crowd last night.
He probably only wear it once anyway. Rich guys like that only wear clothes once.
No, I've seen Bad Bunny wear it more than once. He wore that jacket a couple years ago when they were doing the lead up to the WrestleMania match with him and Damian Priest as a tag team.
Why is everybody wearing white tonight?
I don't know. Puerto Rico killers? I don't
know. Oh, yeah.
Fucking white people, man. I'm telling you.
He's even got a man bun on top of his hair. Oh, no.
And every outfit that Priest wears has some homage to Scott Hall on it because he was a huge Scott Hall fan.
Fucking Latino people, man.
You just racist against everybody, Jason. Or is this a case of you're not racist, you just hate everybody?
Yeah, I don't hold nothing back for anybody. You don't get no special treatment. Oh, good Lord, I didn't know he was homeless.
Oh, they're in Puerto Rico.
Ain't that like an extra big shopping cart?
He stole it from Sam's Club. You ever see the size of the shopping carts at Sam's Club? Yeah.
I don't think I've been to one.
You know how they got the thing on the front of the shopping carts where you can put your kid? The shopping carts at Sam's Club, you can put 2 kids in that side by side. The carts are huge. I wonder who the crowd's behind. See, unlike some of these other celebrity that want to be wrestlers, Bunny actually knows moves. You know what would be an interesting celebrity match? Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul. For a minute, I thought he was getting ready to play baseball the way he was holding it. You guys still there?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We don't need no stinking sticks.
The baby face is using a weapon, and the heel's like, no, we ain't using no weapons. Isn't that a reversal of the way shit's supposed to work?
Yeah.
Are we going to witness a double swerve where Bad Bunny turns bad and Damian Priest turns good?
Well, we'd have to see the whole Judgment Day turn face. They say that Finn is the leader of Judgment Day. But I don't know, man. The last couple of weeks, the promos, it seemed like Damian was the leader of that faction. What was it, Monday Night Raw 2 weeks ago? They come out for their promo. Everybody else is wearing like t-shirts and shit, and Damian comes out wearing a suit. Bunny knows how to take a wrestling punch, too. He's selling pretty good. That's going to come back and bite him. Every time a heel does that, it comes back and bites him.
What are they screaming? Chanting?
Something about Bad Bunny would be my guess. Yes, that's an axe handle.
Nice piece of hickory.
Good Lord, really, Michael Cole? Somebody's hunting rabbit. Bunny does.
Did you say you left a comment on my training video, Rich?
Yes, I did.
You'll never guess what happened.
It got deleted.
It got deleted. I didn't even get to see it. Yeah, normally when they delete people's comments on my videos, I at least get the notification and I get to see it.
That's okay. I'm on a week timeout on Twitter.
Thanks, Elon.
Why you didn't pay for your blue check mark?
No. Kamala Harris posted a picture of her and her husband, and I commented a horror in their cuck.
I'm proud of you, Rich. That was a good one.
I wouldn't mind seeing Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny in a match. That might not be bad.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are into it. You know, you can tell they actually have taken the time and put the work in the gym. You know what I mean?
Well, and you also you got to think. Logan Paul is a sports entertainment person. You know, his brother's out there fighting. They're into. Bad Bunny's putting a billion-dollar career on the line, jumping off the top rope like that.
Mm-hmm. But something they keep saying about him is that he's living his childhood dream right now. When he was a kid, apparently he wanted to be a wrestler, and he put it off for his music career.
I think he made the right choice. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we got a Falcon Arrow. It wasn't Seth,
Nice.
but it was a.
Very nice, very nice. Somebody's bleeding.
Yeah, that is kind of a weird sentence that Corey Graves just said. The power of Bad Bunny. The power of a bunny. Bad Bunny is the freaking Energizer Bunny. Just keeps going and going and going. Is the priest bleeding?
Yeah, I told you he was bleeding.
Drawing the proverbial line in the sand.
No, he's cool. Quick. No, what?
There's
What?
no count out, you idiot.
No, he's just quit. He's just quitting.
Can't take a little blood and he quits? What?
Can't quit. There's no quitting in a no holds barred match. Come on, man.
I think the angle Damien's trying to take is this is my buddy, and I'm not really trying to hurt him like this, but now you're gonna force me to. The cameraman is fired. Hey, you wanted the weapons. Here we go. Get your weapons for.
Oh, he's got a Puerto Rican flag on that one.
Yeah,
That's
the
super
one
deadly.
that's the one that Silvio Vega gave Bad Bunny before the match.
Yeah. Yeah, Savio Vega was a wrestler back during the Attitude Era. He's from Puerto Rico too. If you haven't figured that out. They're yelling bunny in Spanish, Jason, in case you're wondering. I know you asked earlier. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, that's what they're yelling. Heard it better that time.
El Bunny-o?
Yeah. See, Damien could have saved himself a bloody nose if he'd have just went for that 3 count earlier.
Yeah. They got one of those black mats down.
Can't tell with that lighting in that
Yeah,
camera
right
angle.
there. He's gonna go through the
Yeah.
stage right there. That'd have been great if his shirt would have just covered the camera. Oh, looks like Bad Bunny's gonna put Damien through the table.
Or not.
Wow.
It's not falls count anywhere, though.
Shout out to Bad Bunny, man.
Yeah, he's taking some bumps, man.
Quit grabbing me by the dick.
It's 2023, man.
So you're trying to say that's her penis, bigot? Adam Cole's shitting his pants right now because he's like, "Look, please, tell me this is a shoot. Your record executive sent me down here, and they said they're going to sue me if you're really hurt."
What would Adam Cole care for? He works for AEW.
I don't know, Adam, that guy right there,
Adam Pierce.
Pierce.
I get it. Yeah, Michael Cole, Adam Pierce. You done combined their names together. You came up with a wrestler for AEW.
There you go. I don't know. Tina Turner got her ass whipped an awful lot.
Huh?
He just said Bad Bunny is the most beat up entertainer in the world.
Oh, okay.
No, Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Fucking white people.
Bitch, get in that kitchen and make me a sandwich. No, Ike, make it yourself.
Every time a man bring up a wife beating, somebody got to bring up Ike Turner, man.
I wonder why that is. I mean, it wasn't like Tina Turner wasn't just brought up by Kingpin.
Tina Turner liked getting beat up, man.
Yeah,
If Tina Turner hadn't gotten slapped around all that and it had been public knowledge, she wouldn't have had that, and that was what helped make her famous. Stand by your man.
The views and opinions of Jason Stewart are the views of Jason Stewart alone and do not reflect the views of the channel. Or, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe Kingpin.
I'm gonna ride with Jason.
Thank you, Dr. Obvious. Bunny's guy Shane, I would never have guessed that that's what that was. I thought it was a licorice whip.
That is unlawful incarceration right there.
Oh, no, it's Puerto Rico.
It's international law.
Puerto Rico's where Bruiser Brody was murdered and the guy got away with it. So, I mean, it's all legal there.
Puerto Rico, the cops drive around with their emergency lights on. So, like, if you're doing something nefarious and you look down the street, you can see them coming from a mile away because they drive around with their lights flashing.
I said they can go through all the lights.
No, it's because they don't want police to actually arrest anybody down there.
I get it. I was making a joke. So they can run all the lights.
The first year I was down there, we were, I didn't really pay attention to it during the day. It was like, just see the cops driving around and just, oh yeah, okay. And then one night we were driving around, me and this girl I was with, I don't even know where we were going. I think we were just going to go see what we could see.
Bunny
and
fell
sure
for the
enough,
ruse.
A car pulls up behind us with the lights flashing. I'm like, oh shit, we're getting ready to get locked up. And she was like, nah, dude, they drive around with the lights on all the time.
Oh, low blow.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Where's the LWO? So they can run out there and get their asses whooped. Because they're all a bunch of jobbers anymore.
Beat that bunny down. Uh-oh.
Here they come.
Ray, anyway. The others are still in reserve for when Ray starts getting his ass whooped.
Oh, jeez. Him and his boy gonna go at it again?
Can you imagine how loud it is now?
Carlito! There's a shock return.
And as soon as Damian Priest gets up, he's going to pin Bad Bunny.
Former U.S. champion, son of WWE Hall of Famer Carlos Colon.
He likes apples.
Yes, he likes it. He likes this. He spits apples in the faces of people who don't want to be cool.
So Dominic's getting ready to get a face full of apple.
Maybe. Yep. Bad angle there, cameraman, again.
Put him on the list too. He's fired too.
Dominic got a face of apple from Carlito. Savio's coming out too.
Oh, they're trapped.
Savio's an old dude. Worst part is Savio was a fucking heel. Why is he joining forces with the baby faces? Huh?
He might be getting ready to do something messed up.
Okay, what's happening in the ring, man?
They both knocked the fuck out.
The two Utes versus an old man.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the rest of the team?
Mm-hmm. Probably the only time a Mexican gets cheered in Puerto Rico.
Well, they're also attacking the white boys.
Oh, there's only one white boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And he's Irish, so I don't know if does he qualify.
Oh, maybe not.
He's like, fuck this, I'm leaving. Like, whoops, I forgot he was there. Thought he was Puerto Rican, not Japanese.
Oh, he still got his leg up.
He's doing some Muda moves and shit. If he comes out with the spray or the mist.
Yeah.
Hit him with the mist and then put him in the Muda lock.
That's cool. At least the people at the stadium are, getting their representation, Hispanic and all that. They seem to really be enjoying the show.
Oh, his leg buckled.
Figure four?
Be my guess. If that was Charlotte, wouldn't that be a figure eight?
Rhea Ripley's still in the can come out.
Yeah, she challenged Rey Mysterio to a fight last night. I don't think the two of them ever got in the ring together.
She challenged Solo Sikoa to a fight too.
That's true, she did.
That's dumb. They need to stop that. Either that, or they need to let one of those dudes smack the
Smack the shit out of her. Yeah, WWE won't do that though. If it were AEW, I bet you they would.
Ooh,
I forgot the chair was there.
Yeah, so did I.
He's done it. Oh,
Nope.
Damn. Close. Damn close.
This match has been going for over a half hour.
Yeah, I've been entertained though. It's been good.
Yeah.
You know what's really sad is this is what the second match Bad Bunny's ever had.
Yeah.
And he's considerably better than a lot of wrestlers out there.
Yeah, he's put in a lot of work to get ready. For both, both matches he had were good. Him and Priest versus Miz and Morrison, and now this one. The dude put the work in. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah,
He's
definitely.
really fluent.
He might though. Well, he's dedicated though, but he could probably
Boom,
afford his own
destroyer.
ring. You know what I mean? He can get practice and taught every day of the week.
He won.
He's rich. The other guy's probably not so fast.
I can accept that.
So he's what, 2 for 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's hit a Canadian destroyer more than once. That's not an easy move to pull off. I think the first one was more impressive, though, that he did at WrestleMania, because he did that off the edge of the ring. You know, if this music thing doesn't work out for him,
Even the cover was good, where he was just like, I just gotta get on top. Like,
yeah.
He was just kind of like laying there, Even that was good.
And the run to the other side of the ring was like, he was all winded and stuff. So he's even selling the extent of how long the match was, too.
I'd like to see, like, this would be a good place for Damien to turn good. Like, if Bad Bunny helps him up, and then they all hug it out. No, that's not happening. He's rolling out.
I don't think anybody predicted Carlito showing up tonight, though.
I can I can understand why they didn't, because Brock Lesnar probably wouldn't stand for it. But they should have made this the main event.
Mm-hmm.
That way they could spend the next half an hour, 45 minutes just repping each other, and letting the crowd cheer and yell and turn the cameras off and just.
Right.
Now they got to get him out of the ring because they got another match coming.
I don't see the crowd being anywhere near as pumped for the next match as this one.
No.
This was probably going to... Right now, this is match of the night. Wait and see what happens in the main event, but this was good. I like this one. I told you, man, I was psyched up for this match when we got started. This was one of the 2 matches I gave a shit about.
I'd still like him to see him go over there and hug it out with Damien.
Yeah, they'll do that backstage when nobody's looking.
Well, I was just getting ready to say, Bad Bunny's buying Damien top shelf steak dinner tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, Damien helped him train and everything.
So Rich has to be buying me a car. Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bentley.
As good as Bad Bunny did, you got to credit a lot of that match to Damien for being.
Oh yeah, it's the same.
Professional.
That's
knows what's going on.
Yeah, that's the same with anybody. If you want to be honest, I mean, it takes both people in that ring to know what they're doing to put on a good match.
Yeah, well done, guys. That was good. I'm very entertained. I'll spin that right up to a 9.
I think that's the first rating we've given any of the matches.
Well, if you queued up the commercials, and we can go back through and rate them right now.
I don't remember enough of them to rate all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, most of it's been like a glorified house show, like I said at the beginning. The only two matches so far that have had a pay-per-view feel were the Bad Bunny one and the Triple Threat. The Bianca Belair versus Io Sky, that was a Raw match.
Yeah, they already did it. They wrestled each other like a week ago.
Yeah. I mean, that match really didn't have a pay-per-view feel to it. It just had a Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown feel to it.
The Omos match was, I agree, the Omos match was like a regular TV show match, too. Even though it was really good.
TV or house show. Didn't get big. I was surprised they let, after the way the Brock and Strowman matches went down with Omos, that they had Seth get that much offense in. That just made Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar look like punks. Yeah. They barely got any offense in their matches against him.
A lot of the speculation is that Seth Rollins is going to be the new heavyweight champion. So that might be why.
What do you think about the whole half of the tournament going to be SmackDown and the other half going to be on Raw, when that's supposed to be the Raw Championship?
The roster, you'll see that the roster doesn't mean anything in about a month, 2 months after because they're just going to, the Usos are going to show up on Monday Night Raw. The only person who's going to stick to the TV show that they're supposed to be on is Roman Reigns. That's because he only works one day a year.
It's funny. Back in the day, everybody wanted Roman to beat Brock so that they had a champion that was going to be around every week. And as soon as he beats Brock, he becomes a part-timer.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about it earlier. AEW mentions WWE all the time.
Mm-hmm.
WWE acts like they're the only wrestling company in the world.
This is the commercial I was telling you about, Kingpin. It's ridiculous.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No, that one they were covering the PF with the bag. The other one, it was showing it more, wasn't it?
You weren't here yet when I was telling Kingpin about the commercial.
I just saw it like a half hour ago.
Yeah, but earlier. You weren't here earlier when they first showed the commercial. You saw it like the second time they showed it, and Kingpin wasn't here at the time.
Like I said, it's the year of the Sasquatch, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And then you got the one with the where the barber's eating, and he grows a Bigfoot from his back too, and then Bigfoot gets a damn pair of hedge clippers and cuts more hair than what he should have. The way he swipes it across.
You think Bigfoot gets a tattoo of people?
No, people grow a Bigfoot.
No, but wouldn't that be ironic?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this match. Wait a minute. They said dual main event, right?
Yeah.
If this match is going on after, wouldn't that make it a triple main event?
I guess they didn't consider Rhea Ripley's the main event.
We still got Brock and Cody.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going. That's what I'm saying. You got this match and Brock and Cody yet. That would be a triple main event.
Only if they don't consider Rhea Ripley's match. If they consider that like not a main event match.
Well, I don't think they're considering that a main event match because they said they specifically stated that Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest was the first of a dual main event.
Yeah.
Yeah, how could it?
You're just assuming the main event is the final show, the grand finale.
Because that's the way it works.
Well, we're not in America anymore, Rich. We're in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico's part of the United States, man. It's part of the American continent.
Yeah, it's a different country though.
It's not a different country.
They do things a little different there, maybe.
I'll grant you, it's weird, but it's not a different country.
There's your stupid Sasquatch right there.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting behind the microphone, guys. Going back to your point, Jason, it's like, do you think people in Japan get stupid English words tattooed on their body?
You like the yin and yang thing?
Yeah, they might.
Yeah. They get tattooed in Texas and put it on their hand or something.
I know of at least one guy over in England running around with a Pittsburgh Steeler tattoo on his calf. So,
Yeah, but football tattoos make sense. I'm talking about.
Well, he lost the bet. I think we've talked about that before.
I've got Japanese letters on my back, but I don't think that there's like Japanese dudes over there in a hurry to get serenity in English tattooed on their body.
There's...
Well, I also got to take into consideration, until just recently, tattoos in Japanese culture meant you were a gangster.
Yes, this is true. Now you got a bunch of the Japanese wrestlers getting tattoos.
I can't wait till this whole thing is over.
What, the bloodline thing?
Not just it's double. The whole bloodline versus Kevin Owens and
that's
Sami
what I'm talking about, though.
And
that specific.
I can't wait until Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are over.
I can't wait till they double super kick the shit out of Riddle.
And yeah.
You know what'd be the greatest right now? No match, KO, Sami Zayn, and the Usos quadruple super kick Matt Riddle right now.
And then Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes come out and start kicking him too.
Yeah, everybody just beat the shit out of Riddle for being a dumbass.
Yeah.
Beat the hell out of the Surfer Boy.
Yeah, that's Riddle.
I liked him. I liked him a little bit when he was with Randy Orton. A little bit. A really small amount.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really too sure if you guys are really grasping what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah.
infinitesimally small amount. Like, you ever see the Family Guy episode when he was like, them sons of bitches are close, and he's got his fingers real close to each other?
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's just... I'll explain more after the match.
When Riddle debuted in NXT and shit, I wanted to like him, but he's too fucking annoying.
He's Sol Ruka right now. Like, that's what they're... Sol Ruka is the bro in NXT now. And she's just got the advantage of being pretty.
Yeah, she's also injured and ain't going to be around for a while.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Fucked her knee up.
I think she could be good if she got rid of the Surfer character. Like, if she became some kind of other character.
That's what she is. She's a surfer.
Right.
That's what she did before she got into wrestling.
I don't like it as her wrestling character, though.
Yeah. Well, you gotta remember, she's just learning, so you want to give her a character that's going to be easy for her to do while she's learning the basics.
Yeah.
Getting everything down.
Yeah. I think in the future, her and Tiffany Stratton could put on a real big match. Because they're both, real super flippy and athletic. And
mm-hmm.
But technically, his drug addiction cost him 4 months of his career.
Yeah. Yeah, that 4 months in rehab may have had something to do with it.
Still got an hour left. Look at all those bigots doing a Native American chop.
Uh-huh. Cultural appropriation. And there ain't even an Indian in the ring.
Hey man, we're all from the same country.
You had 2 Canadians and a pothead versus 3 Samoans.
A Californian.
Is Riddle from California? I'm not even sure where the hell he is from.
That would be my guess.
This Solo, like, you suck. He doesn't look happy at all. Does Solo ever look happy, though? Solo wins his matches and he still looks pissed off at everybody. Little brother wanting his ass whooped.
When he wrestled Seth Rollins the other day, the people were singing during the match, and he kept holding his ears like, shut up, shut up. Like it's like the singing was tripping him out. I forgot to mention I got ripped off the other day. Uh, the three-way, whatever they call the three-man tag in AEW.
Mm-hmm. The trios.
The trios, they had the trios battle royal.
Yeah.
And when the Acclaim came out, the guy who raps was rapping about Baltimore and stuff like that. It was pretty funny. And then the other guy, the one that I like, the real spaz one,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't get to do his Baltimore City, the Acclaim have arrived.
Mm-hmm.
as soon as he started saying Baltimore City, somebody started punching him in the face.
I'm getting tired of the Acclaim to myself.
I just like it when that dude screams, "The Acclaim have arrived."
And Max Caster gets on my goddamn nerves. He's annoying as shit with that rapping crap.
That's the other guy, right?
Yeah.
Daddy Ass or whatever they call that guy.
Yeah, it's Billy Gunn.
Yeah, he was actually doing pretty good in the ring. I mean, you could see he's rusty and he's kind of probably stiff, but he he got in there and mixed it up.
Damn, I hurt.
Yeah.
With them winning that trios battle royal, think they're gonna put them against House of Black?
Well, isn't that what the whole point was? It was
I don't think they ever said.
I kind of thought that it was a number one contenders match.
They never said that it was or wasn't. It was just the Cinco de Mayo or Tres de Mayo, whatever the hell, trios match. Trios battle royal. They never actually officially said whether it was for a title shot or not.
I like the Acclaim as a tag team. I don't really like putting Billy Gunn in as the third person and then them beating the House of Black.
Oh, they go against House of Black, they're going to lose.
Oh, bust his head off his steps. Damn.
Maybe that's how they split Billy from them and turned the Acclaim back to being heels again.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a tough move. This is a move I might tell the producer we're not doing this one.
Yeah. They trying to get somebody hurt tonight, I swear.
I think they just succeeded. I think Kevin Owens just hurt the crap out of his head when he smacked it in those steps.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking fracture your skull.
Good way to get whiplash. The way his neck snapped back. Once you get whiplash, your neck's never going to be the same again.
That's what she said.
That's
what Tina Turner said.
Happens. I mean, I smacked her, her head went back. I mean, what are you going to do? Again, just like Sunday, this is called satire YouTube. One of the things I said in my comment was that Dylan Mulvaney isn't trans. He's a stack of sticks who's trying to get famous and make money by playing that he's a trans. Something along those lines.
What's got to do with it?
That's funny. Yeah, normally, like I said, normally they'll at least show me in the notification whatever somebody said. And I've had some interesting people, because I'm not deleting anybody's comments, I'm not banning anybody from my channel, and I've had some seriously wild people come through my channel before. And this one dude came through, and he'd always say some racist stuff. No matter what my video was about, is black people this, Mexican people this, the Jews this. And I let him ride for a while. And then one day I did a shout out to my boy Oz. And he typed in, "Hey, is all that stuff really American made?" And I was like, well, I mean, I don't know if every single pencil that he owns is made in America, but I know he sources as much material as he can. He makes it right here in America. He's American. You know, it's American-made stuff. I don't know if every single stitch is, and he was like, "Oh, then you're lying to people," and I was like, "Look, whatever, dude. I mean, you can feel however you want." What pissed me off is he was going into other people's comments, like Rich, if you commented, he'd go into your comment and reply to you, "Hey, this Oz guy is making Chinese crap and calling it American," and I'm not having that, so I banned him from the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But he would say, I mean, all the funny words, the N bombs, the F bombs, and every one of his comments went through. But you put a bundle of sticks in there, and they decide to not even show me your comment.
Uh-huh. Well, I may have said something else, too. I just don't remember what the hell all I said. Something one of you just said reminded me of that part of what I said was that.
Yeah, that's one I hear. I even went to my YouTube studio. It's not there.
I might have said something about the crazy bitch should be in jail, too. So,
Yeah.
for disorderly conduct and disrupting a governmental function or something along those lines. Which people don't realize you can be arrested for that.
Alex Stein's pushed the button just pretty much as far as they'll let you go.
Other people have done what she did, and they found themselves being taken out of the city council, the county board, whatever meeting that they were at in handcuffs.
Okay, and sometimes that's got to be done.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're disrupting everything and causing problem. You're not doing anything constructive whatsoever.
I don't want a police state by any means, but I'd rather have a version of a police state than a bunch of these internet tough guys out here thinking that they don't need the cops. I love looking at people's comments when they're like, a cop does something, gets caught doing something jacked up that's wrong, clearly wrong, and whatever. And they're like, "Look, the cops suck. Oh, screw the cops." And I'm like, man, you wouldn't know what to do. 5 seconds. Dude, you get eaten alive if the cops weren't here to protect you.
Yeah. Well, that chick would have done what she did back during the Founders era. They would have tarred and feathered her ass.
Sure, yeah. What happened to the audio? Did you mute it?
No. I think their volume just got lower. I thought it was just me.
I was trying to watch your video. I didn't know that affected you guys. I'm sorry.
How could you have muted Rich's feed in his house?
He didn't.
It just did it again.
It's got to be something on your end then.
I hear you guys just fine.
I don't know.
No, that's me clicking it. Look, here, I'll click it. Then I'll unclick
it. Yeah, you can. That's right. Jason can because he's co-host.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
I can hear it because I got the main feed going. That's why.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, I don't care.
I thought it was just my computer. I didn't know.
So you clicked the microphone to mute you, and it muted the feed for Kingpin?
No, over on my other screen where I'm watching the wrestling.
Yeah.
At the bottom, it's got me, you
right.
with the thing, and Kingpin, and I just clicked the audio thing on the tiny little screen that's playing at the bottom.
Oh, you muted that?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't know because I got the main feed going, so I'm hearing it. So yeah, I didn't know that was actually muting. So I'm like, you sure something got going on with your laptop? I thought something was going on with Kingpin's laptop for a minute.
I opened up Kingpin's video on another thing, was trying to listen to it, but I couldn't stop you guys from talking. I hit that button and I thought it would stop, everybody from, so I could hear that one, and it didn't work. So.
Well, we're not even talking in that window, on that tab window, however you got it opened up, so that wouldn't have affected you hearing us anyway.
I just got too much stuff going on, I guess.
Everything
wants to play at the same time through my speakers.
Yeah, if he's the co-host, he can mute and do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so but my point is he muted the wrong window.
No, man, not really.
Well, if he's talking about us talking, yeah. Just mute your speakers. Well, you can't because he's trying to listen to your video. Just watch the video later, Jason.
It's a complicated world, Russ.
Yeah.
These computers don't help.
Nope. They're supposed to, but they don't.
See, this is something I can do without. Like, he keeps doing this too much. Just kick him in the mouth a bunch of times and pin him.
Come on, Jay. Have some sense for once in your life. That's the thing. That's his character. He's the unstable one.
I thought he was getting ready to Simone spike him.
What's this deal between them guys having a riff?
Who?
Jay don't trust anybody except for Jimmy. The only person Jay trusts is Jimmy. Big brother gonna kick little brother's ass, or is it the other way around? Because little brother kind of is the bigger brother. So get up, pick them both up, and Samoan spike both of them.
All right.
And then just walk off. I had enough of both of you assholes. Who do I spike? Who do I spike? You got me kicked, you son of a bitch. Oh, wait, that would make me a son of a bitch, too. No. Riddle just saved Jay. Get ready to. Do it! Do it! Do it! Oh. Umaga would have done it. The most dysfunctional family in wrestling history.
How is a tag and a tag?
Riddle just got tagged, and then Jay got tagged, and then Jay got tagged again. And Riddle gets tagged. See what I mean? He wins and he still looks pissed off at the world. Jimmy's laughing. He's gonna get spiked.
What did the ref say to him?
I don't know.
He said drag it out because we got to get the replays in.
Yeah, right. Tell Solo to get over to spike Jimmy. Or Jay, rather.
Come on, man. They said take 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes.
I want to see Solo spike Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman.
Well, that match was different, man. The main attraction was the rift between the Usos, so kind of got like a twofer with that match.
Yeah, a rift between Jay and Solo, and Jimmy trying to be Peacemaker, essentially, is what that amounted to. When Jimmy would come in the ring and was smiling, I was waiting for him to get spiked as soon as he stood up. He got to spike his ass.
That when,
no.
When he was walking around, I kind of expected him to double super kick Solo. I think it's a bad idea. I think they need to keep the brothers cool. And Solo needs to have an Omos moment. Like he needs to go back and have a nice little sit down with Omos and learn how to be more what's the word? Not really.
Menacing?
No, not menacing. Like acting, like it when actors, like when Michael Keaton makes you feel like he's Batman. You know what I mean? Or you know, John. I don't know the people that
emotive,
huh?
Emotive.
Oh man.
That's right.
Presentable, I guess, is the way I'm looking at it. Like I said, Omos, when he first came out, stood there and just and growled.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's stupid. And then when he was in the ring, he just grabbed people by the face and crushed them. I was like, okay, that's dumb. Now he's more pleasant to watch because he's more fluent in the ring. He's talking more. He's got more of a personality. I don't know, man. I can't. There's a specific word for it, and I can't think of what it is. Come on.
Yeah, guys. One guy on Cultaholic thinks they should just let him be himself. Apparently, when he does like little video clips on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and he's supposed to be like a really likable guy. He's like, just let him be himself and be a baby face. That's what they keep saying.
Personable is the term I'm thinking out about now that you said that. And I don't even think he'd have to go babyface. He just doesn't have to be caveman.
Yeah.
And he gets beat up a lot now too. So it's not like the super bad enforcer guy.
You talking about Solo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't want to make him a babyface and give him a bunch of lines and all that kind of weird stuff, he could still be a tough guy, but be more involved, have more of a more character development.
Yeah, they just said it again. It's the second half of the double main event. How do you have a match between the two halves of the main event?
I still don't understand what you're talking about.
What?
I still don't understand what you're talking about. There's two main events, the Bad Bunny and this one.
Yeah, and they had a match between them. The main event is the main event. It goes on last. It is the main thing there in professional wrestling. The main event is always the last match. If you got a double main event, it's the next to the last match. They put a match between the two halves of the main event.
Well, Jason tried to tell you times are changing, man. I know you like your rotary dial telephone, but sooner or later you're going to have to get a cell phone.
Yeah, man. You can't hold back time forever, Rich.
Cody was an idiot for thinking that this was going to work. When the hell has Brock Lesnar ever played well with others?
See, one of the things that they keep cutting out of this montage is when Roman Reigns looks over at Solo and is like, "Let's go, come on, get out of the ring."
Yeah, let's get out of here.
That was one of the best scenes in the whole thing. It was just so believable how.
Yeah. Well, Roman knows Brock. He's fought him how many damn times? It's like, let's get out of here before he comes after us.
That went on for like 7 minutes, man. That was grueling.
Yeah. I'd say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a drink every time Cody says Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
He says it like 3 times in one sentence, for God's sake.
See, right there, he catches him.
Mm-hmm.
And Brock's got a pretty good cut on his nose, man. I can't wait to see him punch, knee him in the mouth, do something, body slam him hard, do something.
Do the one-arm body slam right onto his face.
Yeah.
Only in his case, he did it intentionally. You know, start the night with one and end it with one, right? Perfect bookends. Body slams onto their face. Cameraman looking around the ring like he's waiting for John Moxley to come out. crowd does not seem as into Cody as what they were. The crowd was last night. The whole whoa thing last night when he came out to do his little promo was a hell of a lot louder than what that one was.
Yeah. Well, these people's tickets cost twice as much.
I know why they put the trios match in between, because they know damn well this one ain't going to live up to that Bad Bunny match.
Right. Remember, Omos got F5.
Uh-huh. But so has the Big Show.
Well, yeah, I know. Cody Rhodes ain't either one of them.
Yeah, I know. That was the point I was making. Mark Henry as well. And, he's not a Mark Henry either.
No.
Oh, by the way, so is Braun Strowman.
Yeah. I hope Braun Strowman isn't on drugs. He was a big, fat, doughy, out of shape guy when he first got into wrestling. And apparently Vince McMahon was like, man, you're fired. You suck. And then he came back like 2 days later, the monster that he is now. And was like, you sure? Can I have my job back? And Vince was like, yeah, I think you have your job back. So hopefully he didn't get all steroided up.
Yeah, Bill Goldberg's also been F5 now that I think about it. That was a long time ago. Fairly recent, too, I think. And worst feud ever was Goldberg and Lesnar right before both of them at the same time left WWF or WWE. They put on a match where you could tell neither guy gave a damn about what was happening because they were both out the door the next day. And that was at a big pay-per-view. I think it was SummerSlam.
Yeah, here's another food for thought for all the defund the police and all the fake patriots out there that hate the cops. When you get rid of the cops, Brock Lesnar runs the world. Just remember that.
Brock Lesnar will F5 everybody. Yeah, it might not be such a bad idea. Send Brock Lesnar to San Francisco, and then Target won't have to lock everything behind glass.
No, I mean look at the Chaz. It took a whole 35 minutes before the Warlord took over Chaz.
Mm-hmm.
And the cops were sitting there watching that. I mean, if you just get rid of the cops altogether, Brock Lesnar is just going to rip everybody's arms off and take everything he wants.
But you've seen that, right? Where the Target out in San Francisco is everything behind glass cases.
Yeah. Yeah, San Francisco is going to have a trolley that goes nowhere about, maybe.
They're going to steal the track. Somebody's going to steal the track and recycle it. Pawn it for scrap.
I take it this is a no DQ match?
It is now.
So I was thinking it didn't even make it to the ring yet, right?
Yeah, the bell hadn't rung yet. And one tip: next time that the curtain around the ring is left up, Look and see if you can see a TV monitor under there.
Oh, you mean on the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been a thing for a while. There was a match where Dean Ambrose was supposed to smack somebody with one of the monitors off the desk. He accidentally grabbed the one that was live still from under the ring and smacked somebody with it.
Wasn't it you telling me that a guy fell asleep under the ring one time?
Yeah, that's happened. Yeah, Moxley, when he was Dean Ambrose in WWE, that actually happened. He was supposed to grab one of the monitors off the ground after the announce table. You know, they tear the announce table and they used to keep those big square monitors on the announce table. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to grab one of those. He grabbed the wrong one. He grabbed the one that you were just talking about under the ring and smacked somebody in the head with it. And it sparked real bad. And they thought he may have hurt somebody pretty bad, but luckily he didn't. But he could have. Himself or I forget who the hell it was he hit with it. That's been a few years now. But you mentioning the one that's under the ring reminded me of that.
Hey, Cody, just in case you can't speak Spanish, they're saying Suplex City, buddy.
Now, speaking of Moxley, he's going to be going over to Japan again here soon. New Japan's been advertising him.
Wednesday, he's got a cage match with your boy.
Uh-huh. I guess the American Nightmare is Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I can see that. Pick him up and punch him in the face. This is for thinking you're your dad. Knock him the fuck out. Because Rhodes is a douche nozzle, that's why. Come on, Corey, it's easy to figure that out.
It doesn't really make any sense why they haven't explained it yet.
It's Brock Lesnar. What's to explain?
I mean, anything. You could have said anything. Cody took his parking spot one day. You know, Dusty Rhodes was the only man that ever pinned Brock Lesnar, and you could have made anything up. But just nothing at all.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I'll let you know after I kick your ass why I kicked your ass.
This one's the most action that Brock Lesnar's done in the last few matches, too. Maybe him and Omos been training hard together.
Well, Lesnar's last match was against Omos, and they had Omos kicking his ass the whole match until the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Brock only did like 2 moves and it was over. At least tonight he's active.
Then again, the last big match that Omos had before that was against Strowman, and it was the same thing, which is why I was shocked they had Seth getting as much offense as he did when Lesnar and Strowman hardly got any offense in against Omos. It just made Seth look so much stronger than Lesnar and Braun Strowman at this point.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay, you're going to throw elbows? I'm just going to suplex you out of the bear hug.
Still got that little scar on his nose. Yeah, no, of course the Puerto Rican people like Cody Rhodes. You know, think of all the years they spent in the Puerto Rican community.
He's not Joe Biden. Come on, Kingpin.
I think Brock might cut his head. Yep.
Yep, he did. On that steel turnbuckle.
Uh-huh. That's like real life.
Yeah. That kind of bleeding's allowed.
Yeah, that's not fake. That's real life. This shit's split.
This match is going to be over.
You ever see the match right after Vince outlawed blood in WWE between Lesnar and Orton?
Wasn't that like a what's that guy, Mankind type of match?
No, it was a regular, legit match. Lesnar just started pounding elbows into Orton and busted him open just using his elbow.
Yeah.
And they both got in trouble.
Yeah, that's some really, really good blood pack work. Or he really cut his head open.
And I think we saw it for a second where the first blood started coming out. And it looked like a pretty good cut.
He hit that steel, and that busted him right open, right above his eye, between his nose and his eyes. Hey, come on now, this ain't WrestleMania.
Well, technically, it is WrestleMania.
No, it's just Backlash.
Well, they bill it the hell out of WrestleMania because every time they say WrestleMania Backlash, it's like, okay, we get it.
Yeah, the announcers say that, but if you look at the logo, it does not have WrestleMania on it. In fact, and Triple H keeps saying it just Backlash. He's not calling it WrestleMania Backlash like they did last year.
Dude, I tell you, he's already running about a quart low. There's enough blood on Cody that would cause you major concern if it was your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lesnar's got the proverbial crimson mask, as Gordon Solie used to like to say back in the day. Brock didn't want to let go of the hold.
What?
The small package is the most devastating move in wrestling history.
Now Lesnar's going to kill the ref. Lesnar's shoulder wasn't down.
Yeah, I was calling that too, man. Even before the replay. That's the Puerto Rican screw job right there.
The ref just got out of the ring and threw Lesnar a towel. Lesnar is going to kill Cody on Monday. Lesnar's going to kill the referee, but they're going to cut before then. No, guess not. Wouldn't be the first time they had Lesnar attack a ref. Yeah, that is a accidental cut right there.
Yeah.
That is not a blade job.
I think that the turnbuckle getting exposed was an accident.
Yeah, it was. Cody tried grabbing the rope when Brock went to German suplex him, and the turnbuckle pad tore off.
Yeah, man, it was just that steel eyelet piece there,
Yeah.
Just like you buy at the hardware store, man. He took it right to the forehead.
Yeah, dude. That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the worst you get out of life, he'd be alright, man. It's only cut a little bit.
Yeah. Just like head wounds. I got a scar above my left eye where I got hit with one of the bus bin doors when I was working at Greyhound. That bled like a son of a bitch. They closed it with one stitch. And they did that as a precaution.
Just put a wad of chewing tobacco on it, man. That'll fix it.
Huh. Yeah. Here you go. Here's some live action work for you. How about that? Look at that. Walter Davis left a comment on my video, and I replied, "Everything's fine and dandy." He replies to my reply. Here's what it says: "A natural born." That's all it says. And bam, gone. And all his prior comments, the comments that he left earlier, are all gone now too.
Well, we talked about last week what the hell dandy means, so.
Well, man, I remember back when they were impeaching Trump the first time, and they had the whistleblower, and we knew what his name was. I remember being in YouTube chats, and I'd type it in and hit enter, but it would never show up out on everybody else's screen. And I figured out that was happening. I was streaming off one thing, like the computer, and then streaming off of the TV off of Kindle Fire under a different account. And like my comments weren't coming up if I said the wrong things they didn't like.
Well, Kingpin and I, one day, this was 2 years ago maybe, on Rick's chat, we had, in the YouTube chat, we were telling some pretty dirty jokes and stuff. And we would hit enter, and they would never show up in the chat, even if you haven't had it set to live chat. They were just deleting everything we were typing. You remember that, don't you?
That was a series of events which I will gladly boast about, because just before this, some of our friends were talking about how there's no YouTube censorship and that's all bull crap and nobody's getting shadow banned. Then that starts happening. And I start bringing it up. Then me and Rich get in the chat together. We start noticing our chats aren't coming up. Then there's another chat. It might have even been the same chat, but I think it was a different chat after that. It was happening again. I put one of my comments out, and apparently the people on Google screwed up because a lot of times if YouTube deletes your chat, it just won't show up. Or if something happens, it'll tell you, hey, this just happened. This was removed, and only you see it. Like the rest of the world won't see it usually.
Yep.
It used to say message deleted, and it would show everybody watching that they stopped doing that, and it would only show it to you.
Oh, you want to hear something really crazy?
It popped up. It popped up. Google moderator has removed your comment.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times. But here's something really goofy. Last night in the YouTube chat during Gary's show, I couldn't see any of Jamie's comments. But if I looked in the internal StreamYard window, I saw everything he was saying.
Wait, let's see. If stuff gets held for review, like Travis P11, Tony cusses all throughout Travis P11's show. It always gets held for review because Travis don't allow that.
Yeah.
It won't show you on StreamYard. Like when Tony types in, "Oh, that's bullshit," and it holds at Travis's chat, it won't show you in StreamYard that it held his comment. You have to go to YouTube.
Yeah, you can't moderate from StreamYard. All moderation has to be done from YouTube, which is the one bad thing about StreamYard. It'd be nice if they had moderation ability integrated where you could do it, but they don't. But yeah, for some reason, I could not see Jamie's comments in the YouTube chat, but I could see them on StreamYard.
You talking about Jamie JH586, Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay, and you were in Gizzard's show? Was he sharing the stream with somebody else?
Yeah, he was sharing it with
Okay, Jamie was
Hillbilly.
Yeah, Hillbilly. Jamie was he was like where he joined the StreamYard whatever, he was doing that through Hillbilly's side. I've ran into that too, where like if multiple, like the whole idea was to put all these channels together so their audience could mingle. If y'all come in from different original places, different channels that linked you to this one, you only get the comments from the people that was on from that one. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you were having a chat with Kingpin and both of you had channels, if I came in through Kingpin's side of it, you would never see my comments. But if people came in on your side of it, you would see everybody's comments.
Yeah,
and I think that's a bug that they already know about. That I'm pretty sure we talked about it. They're working on that in the future. They're working on fixing that.
Well, that wouldn't be a bug because you would have to have the chat for both of the YouTube channels up. Because I could see what he was saying in StreamYard, but not YouTube.
Yeah, because the StreamYard's the final deal in it all. But I ran into that too. One of the first times everybody ran in on that. Like everybody came in on Gizzard's channel or somebody, whoever it was, like they couldn't get any of the comments from like Hillbilly's thing. And I came in, it wasn't Gizzard, I came in through like Pat in the bunker, and like I couldn't, the comments weren't all matching up. So everybody had to like drop out and hop in the one that had the biggest crowd, you know what I'm saying? That way you could talk with people, but it was weird.
Since it's all being done through StreamYard, you'd think they would have a way to where the drawing tool that's built into StreamYard would work with all the ones being shared. But they don't. Like if you were in Hillbilly's chat last night, you couldn't enter Gary's contest without opening up Gary's chat.
Yeah, it was weird too. Like when you wanted to like say something to somebody else in the chat, you know how you just put at and you start
Mm-hmm.
typing their name. Well, if you're not in the same thing they was, if you came in from somebody else's channel, that didn't work either. So it was kind of weird at first. Everybody's like, "Hey, my chat's not working. I'm not seeing." Well, it was too. Like, uh, you know how like you'll share somebody's comment on your screen, the show host.
Mm-hmm.
You'll highlight or whatever somebody's comment and it pops up. Like he was going through the list and like highlighting stuff, and I'm like looking at my thing and like those chats weren't in my list at all. Those little statements, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I started figuring it out that I just wasn't synced up with everybody else, and then other people started talking. You got to log out and log back in through Hillbillies or something. And I was like, oh, okay.
G-Webs hosts live shows from multiple different channels all the time. And
Mm-hmm.
somehow he gets it. Like if he's doing gun websites and gear websites, he can see like the screen that you're watching. If you look onto the side, you'll see, and he gets both channels chats to come in one line. I don't know how he does it. I've never asked him. I've never thought about it, but he'll have both multiple channels open one time, and all of them, all the chats are falling down in one line. Because I'll be reading it, looking to see who's over at your website's watching, or over at Daily Gun Show watching, or something.
Yeah, it's because he's using the share chat function that me and Jason were just talking about. You can see if you do that, you see all the chat in the StreamYard chat window. But if you open up, say, the Gear website's YouTube channel and just go by that chat, you won't see the gun channel or the gun website's chat in that window.
Well, G's somewhat of a computer genius, especially compared to the rest of us. You know what I mean? So he probably knows some stuff. He could probably even be using third party software or something. He's like combined chats and done stuff long before this just came up recently. You know what I mean? So he knows what he's doing. So.
Yeah, it's probably just an OBS thing. He's probably using OBS to do it. It'd be another way you could do it. I just can't be arsed to freaking learn to mess around with OBS. StreamYard's just easier. It's like, I'm just going to do it the easiest way. I don't want to be bothered to do all this OBS shit like a bunch of other channels do. Like
I remember G-Webs combining chats several years ago.
Yeah, all the big channels that, like tech channels and guns and all that to do the live streams, they all like use OBS and shit. I just don't want to be bothered with all that. It's just more that can go wrong if something goes wrong, and it will. I've seen enough chats from even the tech channels that know computers inside and out have had issues where they had technical issues with OBS trying to do a live stream.
I love UPS, man. I get shit all the time.
OBS, not UPS. Me
something tomorrow.
Ow! God damn.
I'm sorry, Rich. I didn't mean to hurt you with that.
No, a kitten just clawed the shit out of my leg. Little bastard. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, goddamn, Rich. I swear to God, I didn't think it was loaded. And then he hollered and oh, shit.
No, that little tan kitten decided he was going to attack my leg. What are you doing, Sneezer? You little prick. Sneezer, the kitten that's allergic to himself. He doesn't do that anymore so much. He used to walk around sneezing his head off all the time, but I think he's grown out of that finally. Oh, he's just sitting there staring at me. I see you there. You ain't hiding very well.
Well, I picked me out a scope. That's what I'm waiting on UPS for. I went ahead and got a pretty good one, I hope, man. An Athlon Midas Tac. It's a big one. It's a big fat one. 5 by 25.
How much did that set you back?
Altogether, I think it was it was like $850, and then as soon as I bought it, like I went and was checking on, because here's the thing, I fucked up. I was looking at two different scopes, and I ordered a 34 millimeter scope, like the tube, and ordered a 30 millimeter mount.
Oops.
Because what the first scope I was gonna get was just a Midas. It wasn't a Midas tack, and it was a 30 millimeter tube, and I had it all picked out and in the shopping cart and everything. So I fucked up and ordered a big scope with a small mount. And then when I got my shipping thing here this morning, I seen it. I was like, oh shit. So today I had to order a bigger mount. Same thing, but just in 34 size. So I'll have to send one back or
buy another scope.
Yeah, I was thinking about just keep it. Again, buy another scope. But I got a couple extra parts already, so I guess that means I got to buy another rifle. So.
Yeah, sooner or later you'll get a rifle you can use in it.
Yeah.
Throw it on one of your 5.56 rifles.
It's an expensive mount, like a $230 mount, though, brother. So I might just send it back.
That much.
Unopened and everything should be all right.
Shit, there's nuts and
man, the next day I ordered. You saw I ordered a big scope. The next day I ordered a big mount. So as long as I don't open it, they'll probably take it back.
230 ain't that much. I mean, for a mount, I've seen ones that cost a hell of a lot more than that.
Oh yeah. See, I got a all one piece mount that fits at Remington. It's all made out of one piece. I'm not really digging the bolt down a pick rail and then put mounts over it. You know what I mean? Just something about it I don't like. Every one I've looked at, I don't like where one of the scope mount rings like is directly above like your chamber, your feeding port and everything. Just don't. I don't know, man. That's not real like a bolt action rifle. Just to me, just looks funny with a pick rail on top. You know what I mean? If I want something for a pick rail, I'll shoot an AR. You know what I mean? So I just wanted this one. Looked them up, man. Everybody says they're good ones and been making them for years, and they're one of the strongest you can get, I guess. So I said, fuck, it's a Game Reaper tactical. So whatever. We'll try it. If it don't work, then I'll get something else. But there's so many choices with pick rails and different kind of rings, and none of the good ones are cheap anyways. And I'd just rather have just one piece than a bunch of separate pieces bolted together. You know what I mean? So this should be all right.
Well, we can pick that conversation up tomorrow night if you want.
Yeah, it might be in my hands. At least the small one be in my hands tomorrow. The other one's made just like it.
Tomorrow's Sunday. Who's delivering? Would you order from Amazon or something?
Yeah, Amazon.
Okay. That's the only place I can think of that has delivery on Sunday. My wife's all pissed off.
The regular mail delivers on Sunday. They just use their little van. They deliver packages. They don't deliver envelopes.
Anything I've had delivered from the post office on Sunday was Amazon. So, I don't know. But anyway, my wife, Lowe's was supposed to deliver the two little evergreen trees the wife ordered for the front yard. And she's all mad because they pushed it off till Monday because she's off tomorrow because the clinic she works at is closed on Sundays. So she was going to put those in the ground tomorrow and everything. She was all excited. Nope.
Yeah, mine got pushed off till tomorrow. It was supposed to have been today. I ordered it too late in the day, I guess. I ordered it toward the evening.
Yeah. She ordered two, I think they're the dwarf pines, I think is what they are. The ones that only get like maybe 7 feet tall. So she wants to put them in the yard out front kind of like a privacy hedge kind of thing. Put one corner of the porch and the other at the other corner.
Careful. Things that usually are described as they're only supposed to grow like 4 feet tall are things that usually grow 8 feet tall.
Yeah. Well, I've known people that have had these. They don't get very tall.
Donald Trump said that privacy wall just got 10 feet taller. Your privacy pine trees just got 8 feet taller.
These are the ones that are like real thin and formed. They're cone shaped. They don't get very tall.
Trimming them things, like, is she interested in pruning and all that?
Yeah, she does all the gardening and stuff. She likes doing that stuff. She'll work all week in dialysis, and then on their day off wants to do all kinds of gardening work and stuff. It's like, knock yourself out. I wouldn't call that relaxing on the day off, but hey, that's your deal, not mine.
Yeah.
So we're just now starting to get nice weather here.
Yeah.
We've been having like a few days. It could be like 60, 70 degrees all nice, and then the next day 40, 50.
Yeah,
we haven't really had a beautiful weekend yet.
We just had a cold,
nice.
We just had a cold, mini rainy season going on.
It snowed here last week.
What? You got snow? All we got was rain. We didn't get snow.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed just above freezing, which snow probably would have been better.
Man, they say around here, if you don't like the weather in Ohio, just wait 15 minutes. Well, that's sort of true. But it was about maybe 2 weeks ago or a week ago, I stopped at McDonald's. I usually don't go there, but I went to McDonald's and I was sitting in the line for the drive-thru. And it was been cold all day, right? It got dark and it was cold and shitty, and it started snowing. Big pellet drops, not hail like a storm, but falling frozen rain started beating all over my truck. Coming down, and parking lot starting to get like somebody spilt styrofoam bottle, and I'm like, damn, man, it's cold. And I hadn't even moved up a car yet. I swear to God, 30 seconds fucking later, that cloud was gone. The sun was shining bright. All that was gone. And you're like rolling your window down to get fresh air in the fucking truck. Literally like 30 seconds, man. Not like 5 minutes, a couple minutes, wait, like 30 seconds.
Well, that reminds me.
It ain't no wonder we get sick around here, man. The weather changes.
Yeah, you talked about rolling your truck window down. That reminded me. You know what we saw when we were driving by the local Ford dealer yesterday?
Maverick trimmer.
Window down?
No, they had Mavericks on the lot for sale. You might want to check your dealer. Jason.
They have a trimmer? Be test driving that one.
I don't know if they had the trimmer or not. Check your local Ford dealer. They're taking orders and everything now.
Yeah, I like his little trucks. I'm starting to see more and more around. I see one every couple of days, man. I like him. Even I've never seen a trimmer in person yet. But even the ones I see that are like all-wheel drive, not even the FX4, they sit plenty high up off the ground for what I need. So I know the trimmer would even be better. So,
yeah, they sit about as high as my wife's Escape does.
Well, I searched everything and checked everything out. I tell you what, I live off of a little Ranger, right? And I got plenty of ground clearance underneath. And I'm only 2-wheel drive. And I hop the curbs. It beats the truck up. But I hop the curbs and go right up everywhere I go. Never had a problem being too low to the ground like everybody with their vans and shit at work. And that's a little Ranger. And if you go look specs for specs and height and ground clearance and all that, even them regular Mavericks is just the same as my truck. Now they got a little more plastic underneath the sides at the bottom. You might have to watch out for, But just their basic one would do the same thing my truck will do. So I know if I get the one that's 2 inches taller, things would be sweet.
Yeah. I got her. I showed her the Maverick, because she keeps talking about she wants to get a little truck. So I showed her that, and she's interested in getting one of them now. And they cost half as much as what a Ranger that's optioned up the same amount. It's like, what's the point in getting the Ranger? It's going to have the same damn engine.
Oh no, the Ranger's got a different engine.
It's got the same engine in it. If you go online and you look at the website to order them, it's the same engine.
No, it's the same family, but they jump up in just a few points, but there's actually a big horsepower change. The Ranger and the Mustang are using like a 2.5 liter or something like that, and the Maverick is using a 2 liter. It's the same engine family.
When I was just looking at the Ranger, they said 2 liter inline-4 for both of them.
Oh well, maybe that's a basic Ranger, but they're usually the 2.5. The Maverick's got like 250 horse. The Ranger's got like 270 horse, and then the Mustang's got like 300 horse, and they're all just a point difference in their engine displacement, but it's the same family of engines and everything.
Before you guys start arguing about Ford Rangers, and I don't know how you've never seen a trimmer before, Jason. All the Mexicans around, there's got to have a weed eater in the back of their truck.
Yeah, you would think, right? Or a hedge trimmer or something.
Yeah, before you guys start arguing about cars, I'm going to sleep.
Oh yeah, I was getting ready to cut out on this anyway. We can argue about cars and trucks tomorrow night.
All right, man. Well, thanks for having the pay-per-view, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. We got if you guys want, one of you wants to help with the funding for it, we got the AEW one coming up Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, we got that. I just gotta get you gotta get me your new address.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I can go on that. Whatever.
No, this one's mine. But we haven't had one for a while, so I haven't had to ask Rich for his new address. So you'll have to email me or text me your new address.
Yeah, no problem. I think the last time we did one of the AEW ones, it's been a while. Came to like, I think it was 55, 56 with tax.
No, I don't give a shit how much it costs.
Yeah, Buck paid for that one if I remember right.
Yeah, I think so. Buck and Jason, I think.
Buck and Jason was the one before that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I better get out of here too, man.
Yeah, you guys got work tomorrow?
I got a little bit. Only probably 3 or 4 hours.
Ain't too bad.
Yeah.
I got probably all day, like usual, and it's probably going to rain. So that might give me a day off early.
They're not calling for any rain here, so you might not. But the way this weather is, you could end up nice and sunny, and then 2 hours later it's raining.
Well, like Jason was saying, we've got the same saying in Maryland. If you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. But
yeah,
there's a little caveat to it: is if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes, and you'll really hate the weather.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Southwestern PA and West Virginia ain't too much different. All right, fellas. Thanks for jumping on, and I guess we should we play the outro? Or
no? We're all professionals here.
Says you. I never claimed to be a professional. Anyway, have a good night, anybody that's out there watching still. We'll catch y'all later on.
Yeah, have a good night.
You guys are probably really scared right now, and I understand that completely. But I get the better of the deal, and even though it's 3 versus 2, you guys are outnumbered because we're better than you guys. Yeah, we are. We're legends in our own mind compared to you guys. Even though you guys got the egos, we have got the wrestling skill. And this guy right